Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN, and today has Mikel Arteta found the secret formula for Arsenal to become Premier League champions this year, potentially Champions League champions? Listen, we're going to get straight into it. But before we get into it, we've got the lovely panel. Fuad is also late, so that filled up all day. When he comes in, everybody boo him because he's late, yeah? He's late. He knew the time. He's late. So listen, everybody boo him on the way in. But he is going to be joining us in about 5 minutes. Listen, let's start with Jez. Jez, how you doing, mate? You good?
Mate, I'm buzzing right now. I'm still flying high from last night. Seriously. 5 goals in the first half. Arsenal have never done that in their history, right? In a league competition, right? Fact, people. First time ever Arsenal scored 8 was in an FA Cup game, right? 1932 against a team called Darwin, and they won it 11-0. 8 goals. Now, that's a different era of football. 5 goals, man, in the first half. 5. I didn't know what I was watching. Seriously. You know, I was like, am I, I like my red wine. You know that. I'm thinking, am I seriously, like, drunk? Because I know I had 2 glasses. I was on a watch along with the Yeti, and I'm like, mate, pinch me, because I don't know what I'm watching it. It was amazing, man, and I'm loving 17 goals in the last 2-3 games. I beg your pardon, man. Jesus Christ, what is going on? I'm loving every minute of it. And to answer your question, if Arteta gets us over the line, I will be out there, putting my hands up with a white flag saying, fair play.
Fair enough. Hooks, how you doing, bro?
Bro. We put these man in the maddest of spliffs, that has ever been talked in the history of time, bro. These man got absolutely smoked. These men should have passed the pad at 15 minutes. That's how deep it got. 15 minutes, it was 3-0. I was like, raw, 16 minutes, a sub's coming on. Imagine you're that player, you get subbed off at 16 minutes. Yo, we killed these guys in a different way. And this is what I've been trying to explain to people. It was coming. We was charging up. For this. But you know what? I can't lie. I'm not overly gassed because I expected it. You know them ones where you know what's gonna happen in the game, innit? Like, I knew that we was gonna go to Sheffield. I knew that we was gonna body them in some way, shape, or form. I knew that it was gonna be peak for them. I just didn't know that at 15 minutes I'd be saying, okay, cool, I can just sit back now. Really and truly, we could have taken off all of our star players at 15 minutes. We could have rested them from 15 minutes and still won the game. These men didn't do anything. I was just on another show and I was trying to give Raya a rating, but I couldn't really give him a rating because what did he do? Like, he actually had absolutely nothing to do. They posed no threat at all. And if we're being real, the only reason it didn't go into double digits is because Saka came off at half time. If Saka doesn't come off at half time, we probably hit double digits. So I think, a lot of teams need to be very worried right now because we're cooking up a storm right now. We're cooking up a storm in North London, and boy,
chest is out, chest is out.
My chest always out, man. Always on the line for my guys. You know what I mean? So look, I'm now, without a shadow of a doubt, I have no doubt in my mind, that we're gonna roll on City. I have no doubt in my mind that we're gonna roll on City. We're gonna roll on City, especially with our players coming back as well. We're gonna roll on City. Don't worry, because the way City is conceding these chances to these little idiot teams, Arsenal will put them away. So don't worry. But I know you don't like that. I know you're gonna call me top gooner, but don't worry, man.
Yeah, you are a top gooner. I mean, you are a top gooner.
No,
by definition, you are a top gooner. But
I'm not
saying we're gonna blitz Man City, because we smash Sheffield United.
No. Because in 7 games, we've scored 31 goals and conceded 3. This is why. This is why.
So because of that, we're going to smash Man City. All of a sudden,
no. I said roll on, innit? I said we're going to roll on them, innit? Which means we're going to roll to their ends, and we're going to do damage. I don't know what that damage will be, but we're going to do damage.
So is it a win or a loss? Because it seems like you got
it's a W. It's a big W. Big W.
Yeah.
Big
What's
W.
the score prediction against Man City?
Score prediction 3-1.
3-1 Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah. You can record it. I'm here. I'm here.
Listen, Northside LDN, Mr. Receipts. We're gonna have to make you into a thumbnail because that's a wild take. As much as I'm here playing great,
I hear what you're telling me, but may I just calm it down a little bit? Is the fact is, be up fouled. Is I wasn't impressed what I saw come on from the bench last night. Vieira, waste of time. Jesus, waste of time. Partey and Jesus not match fit, clearly. And didn't, when they came on, the game went very flat. Very I said, when I was doing a watch along last night, right, I just said, bring those players on for the last 15. We don't need to change anything up just yet because we've got Brentford Saturday. So there's time for players like Saka and et cetera, to recover, right? Ready for that game. When Jesus came on, it all went, no, nothing's happening here. Partey made several mistakes, but that, I'll put that down. So they're not fit. They're not match fit. Yeah. And it takes time. I get that. But that is a concern. When you look at our bench, right? Look at our bench compared to Man City's bench. It's a big difference. It's levels. And I hear what you're telling me. I love your positivity. Great. I'm with you. I'm positive. Going up the Etihad and beating them 3-1. Not sure about that. But it's fair. But look, every game now for Arsenal is a cup final. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And the fact is, we've got Brentford at home. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal at the weekend with that one. I'm hoping nothing we can do. We can't influence it whatsoever. I'm going a draw. I'd love a draw. 0-0 if preferable against City, Liverpool, right? Because it didn't go our way at the weekend. I was really hoping we'd get a result in our favour against United City. Yeah, started well, went wrong.
Yeah.
And Nottingham Forest was stupid in the fact that all they had to do was kick that ball into Rose End and they'd have got a point. Selfishly, that helps us. Yeah. And that's what I'm looking for, because have we got the kahunas to do it? I'm not convinced just yet. Great football, don't get me wrong. Don't be hating on me because I'm loving what I'm seeing. Mate, I was like a 2-year-old last night. Seriously. Yeah. I got a bollocking last night from my wife. In my little man cave here, I'm spilling wine everywhere. Seriously. I'm dancing up and down with a bloody glass of wine like an idiot, right? And it's going all over the flipping flop. So, anyway, I'll shut up. Fouled, how you doing?
I'm good, Jez. How are you, my friend? You all right?
Yeah, I'm well, mate. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well.
I'm good. I've just been busy working, but I got people here. I have to kick them up, man. I said, Bill, you've been here since 9 a.m. I got builders here.
Yeah, Fuad, listen, what's your thoughts on yesterday's game? You've been a top gooner all your life.
Yo, listen,
the manager. What do you make of yesterday's result?
Bro, it's just, like I said to you, bro, we're on fire, bro, like I said, blood fire, bro. What can I do, bro, I said 2-0, 3-0, when I seen 6-0, I'm like, bruh, this today, I'm doing some fireworks in my streets, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nah, it was a good game, but the thing is Arsenal's been on good form since the Liverpool game. And that's the good thing about it. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I understand why the brother's confident, because this time last year, when we were coming close to City, we were actually slipping away. We drew West Ham, we drew Liverpool. But this year around, it's like we outplayed Liverpool in every department and we continued that form, going all the way. I think we'll batter. I think we'll beat Brentford comfortably. And then that Man City game is a 50-50 game, because Man United, I'll be honest with you, I agree with what Jester said. For the first half an hour, for the first first 50 minutes, they were good. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, they can't string a pass together, but they managed to take a lead. And they managed to cause problems because soon as Foden scored, lads, you see that Man United couldn't even put a string of pass together. But even though they were that bad, they still caused problems to Man City. And I think with Arsenal this season, with Declan Rice, and even Raya, I rate Raya, and maybe even Havertz going up front, it could cause problems for Man City. Because Havertz, one thing about Havertz, all right, I'm not saying he's the answer, but against Liverpool, he caused Kanate and Van Dijk problems. He's causing a lot of problems. And yesterday, for him to score, I'm glad he scored because going into the Man City game, if he's on his A game, he'll be all right. We should be all right. I think we could do City if the City we know don't turn up because they haven't been playing that well. So it's a 50-50 game this year. I'm not gonna like last year. You already knew when you go into the Etihad, Man City were on fire. You know, and plus they had Riyad Mahrez, and they had the other guy. What's his name? The Turkish brother. What's his name? Is it Gundogan or whatever? Gundogan, yeah. So this season, bro, it's like Arsenal got a chance to go in there, but it's still Man City. But I think Arsenal go there and get a result. And I think every Arsenal fan wants that to happen. I don't think there's no Arsenal fan out there who don't want us to not beat Man City. Even Northside himself, you know, I know he goes through his tantrums and I have to babysit him sometimes. Even Northside wants us to beat Man City. So I think we've got a good chance of beating them this year in their grounds. I think it won't be that kind of game where people think, oh, Arsenal's going to roll over. Nah. I think Declan's the boy. Like, Declan Rice makes a difference. And if we can have a Thomas Partey fit, brah, you know, he's going to cause some problems too. So, yeah. So we're heading in the right direction, but it's still a test, though. Man City, you can never write them off.
I mean, listen, we got Porto before we faced Man City. And for me, listen, against Sheffield United, I think we were excellent. I think we could have won that game 10-0. I had a very happy match reaction and I gave props to the manager, props to the players. There was not one player that dropped the stinker. A lot of things that I wanted from players, I saw. A lot of people tell me, look at what Havertz does off the ball. I want to see you effective and involved in our build-up play. I want to see you making runs. I want to see you making the right shots, taking your chances properly. I want to see you actually bring something to the attack instead of just look at his off-the-ball attributes. And I think Havertz yesterday played excellently. Saka, I've been calling for Saka to be taken on the fullback. A lot of times he looks for Odegaard and looks for the pass back behind the defender. Saka was taken on his man, absolutely cooking yesterday. Saka was excellent. I want to see more of that. I want to see him sometimes take on the fullback, especially in games where Odegaard is nullified or Odegaard is not creating as much. Take on the fullback, ask questions of the defender. Martinelli as well, I think his decision-making, he was in good spaces, he was in good places at the right time, getting into the box, weight of pass, decision-making. A lot of times I get onto Martinelli, he gets into the box, and a lot of times he takes too long to make a decision. Either he's going to shoot or pass, and I think a lot of the times he made the right decision. Whether he's laying it off to Declan Rice that was making late runs into the box, I think Martinelli's decision-making yesterday was excellent. Odegaard, I've got onto Odegaard a lot because I know that he does have ability. We've seen games where he performs, but we've also seen, like at the start of the season, at times Odegaard go missing in games, not play the safe pass, not release the ball to the front three. I think yesterday he was pivotal to everything that we were doing. I think Odegaard was excellent yesterday. I think yesterday he was the man of the match. For me, he was my man of the match. I think he was excellent. And not only for 45 minutes, he was excellent for 90 minutes. He was still trying to create stuff. He was still releasing the ball. He was still providing a front three. I think Jorginho was excellent as well. He was, you know, he's very good at spraying passes. I think Jorginho performed well again when I was saying, we've seen at times Jorginho have a good game and then go missing and then have a good game after and then go missing and not have a run of games. I think now he's starting to have a run of games and long may it continue. Long may it continue. I'd much rather praise players than cuss them down for not doing the right things. And I think Jorginho was excellent. Declan Rice was fantastic as well with the late runs into the box. I think Declan Rice performed very, very well. and was causing them all sorts of problems. I think defensively we were very solid. Kivior had a great game, even doing little backheel no-look passes. Just shows how confident he is. And I think the backline was excellent. The goalkeeper literally had nothing to do. And Mikel Arteta got it right. I think Mikel Arteta also got it right in terms of getting off Saka early, 45 minutes, get him off. We've got a lot of games coming up, coming thick and fast. Get Saka off, get Martinelli off after the 64th minute. This is what I want to see. Get the game wrapped up, get them off. Because we do rely on them. And the options that we have, excluding Trossard, isn't that great if Saka and Martinelli get injured. So good, get them off. Partey coming back, he gave him some minutes. Excellent game to bring on Partey. They weren't physical. So there was a low chance of him getting re-injured. It wasn't a physical game. They weren't really offering anything. Also, bringing on Trossard. I think, listen, the manager got it spot on in this game. Now, as much as you've just heard me praise for everything we've done excellently against Sheffield United, even praising players that don't rate, like Havertz and like Kivior, excellent performances. This is the only thing, Hooks, yeah? When you're telling me that we're going to go to Man City and win, this is the problem. We're talking about all this run, yeah? Along this run, the only team that nullified the way that we played was Porto. And when we had to rely on the bench isn't good enough. We saw some of the bench come off yesterday. Fabi Vieira, I don't think he was that great when he came on. You know,
bench was different though.
I think Jesus looked a bit rusty. And yes, he's coming back from injury. I understand it. But at the same time, there's two things for me that stick out. I'm going to get on to first the mentality. A lot of Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, everything's great. You know, look at the way that we're playing. Okay, but how do we perform when the system is nullified, i.e., Porto? How do we perform? What does the manager do?
You think Man City will do that? Man City's not doing that.
We're still in third. Yeah, Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, we're good at being, you know, just chasing. We're part of the chasing pack." Yeah. Well, eventually, if you want to win the league, you got to be at the top. Eventually, the pressure will come. Even when it gets to the end of the season, 5 games, 6 games, 7 games to go. How will we handle that pressure? Because you can only avoid pressure for so long. How would this team get over the line? Because last season, when we started to feel the pressure, we started to crumble. Losing 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Is the mentality pushed on? Now, I will give the team some credit. If we didn't win against Liverpool, we would have been out of the title race. They showed some cojones. But I'm talking about getting it over the line now to win a major honour. And that has been a massive weakness with this club in the last 20 years. When the pressure is on to deliver a major honour, we turn into soft belly Arsenal. That's something that still needs to be answered. When the going gets tough and we need to use some of our substitutions, a lot of them don't rock up and perform. Nketiah doesn't perform. Fabi Vieira doesn't perform.
No,
a lot of this bench doesn't perform. So this is why I can't get completely gassed, because I still haven't seen consistently this manager be able to break up low blocks. Let's keep it real. Newcastle didn't offer nothing. They didn't nullify the way that we played. Neither did Sheffield. Neither did Burnley. Neither did West Ham. And neither really did Liverpool. Up against a team that's going to be resolute, what is going to be our answer?
But will Man City take that approach against Arsenal at home? No way. They're not going to let us have the ball, because they're going to want to have the ball. So the Porto, drawing comparisons from the Porto game, doesn't even really make sense, because Man City are not going to approach the game that way.
But just beating Man City doesn't guarantee we win the league. There's other games that we need to win, and other teams the other teams may take a leaf out of the book of Porto and say, right, be resolute and do the dark arts. See what they've got. And against Porto, the manager didn't show anything. He didn't change formation. He didn't make any substitutions that were effective in that game. We looked void of ideas. So up against the team that sets up like that, which going into the final push of the season, a lot of teams are going to do that. They're not going to open up, a lot of them. What is our answer?
That's all fine. We won't know till we get there, right? But all I know is the pressure we had from last season won't be the same if we're top of the table after playing Man City twice and beating them twice.
Do you really think so?
100%. Okay, let me ask you this, yeah. If Arsenal go on to beat Brentford, yeah, that means it will be 8 games in the Premier League, 8 games in a row we've won, yeah. And then let's just say we beat Man City, yeah. So we've beaten Man City, yeah. Do you think that that's not gonna take the players to some next level of high supreme confidence? Like, if we beat Man City, I think we'll win every other game. I honestly think we'll win every other game. I think the players confidence.
We've got Aston Villa and Tottenham in that run, you know.
Man, I don't care about.
Against Tottenham, a North London derby doesn't really matter about. It doesn't really matter about form in the North London derby. Aston Villa, they beat us 1-0. Yeah, they beat us 1-0, bro.
I don't care about these man. The only man I care about right now is Man City, because Man City is the only team we have left to play that it's maybe they can punch us up. Maybe on the day it just goes in their favor and they punch us up. Everybody else.
Can I learn something about? Okay, can I learn about? And I think Jez might. I'm going to be fair and I try and balance. I don't want to be thing. Obviously, Arsenal against Porto, right? Yeah, they would. They should have done better. But the only thing with that game is that Arsenal. This is the first time ever that this young team ever played in the Champions League. Because Arsenal have been there for 7 years. So I think there was a bit of nerves there. So that's why I think they underperformed a little bit. I think the moment got to them. They're not used to it. So now they've had that moment. I'd rather them now have that moment because they know next time when they play the bigger teams, they got to turn up. So that's the only thing I can look at. Like, I'm not saying they should have done better against Porto, but I think because they haven't been there for 7 years, and it's the first time in a long time, and this is the first time, you've got to bear in mind, the first time ever this law has played in the Champions League. You can like, okay, given the benefit of the doubt. But the next away game, I don't think they're going to be bad as this game.
Exactly. It's what I said to you, Northside. It's what I
don't know about that because listen. At the end of the day, Porto have no reason to open up. They have no reason. They are more than happy to stink it out, right? Which means that we need to break them down. Now we can't. None of us four have a valid answer to my question as to what does Mikel Arteta do against a Porto team with dark hearts and sitting back 2 banks of 4. We have not seen it. We have not seen it. Yeah, and in our last victories, we've not come up against teams like that.
But you got to bear in mind, Northside. People got to give Porto the benefit of the doubt. They're an experienced Champions League team, and like their manager said, we've won the Champions League in this recently. They've never won it. Arsenal never won it. And another thing is, it's like he said, our style of football, that's how we play it. So it's like I said, they should have played better, but people do disrespect. Like when it comes to the Champions League, Porto ain't no small team. They've won it. So they've been in it for a while, so they're experienced. So I wasn't expecting Arsenal to go there from a 5-0 win or 6-0 against West Ham to go with an experienced Champions League team who's been there for a while. Because this is their first time ever. So you've got
but it's not just about Porto though, forward. My point is not just based on Porto. I'm using Porto as an example, but we're focusing on, but if we beat Man City, there's still games to play. And I'm telling you, against Aston Villa, they're going to be resolute. Yeah. And
I watched it.
Beat us 1-0, yeah? Hold on. That was example 1. That's one team that we got to face in this run to win the league, yeah? Games left. We've got Aston Villa, yeah, that we need to break down. We've got Tottenham, that form goes out the window. It's a North London derby. Cool. Even though they don't play dark arts, resolute and try to hit us on the counter football, that's another challenge. Then Man United. Now, Man United against Man City, yeah, they only conceded when they opened up. When they got the 1-0, the screamer from flipping Rashford, and they sat back, Man City were unable to break them down. What happened was Man United then started to play out from the back and think that they can start playing ball, and that is when City then hit them. If Man United kicked back for the whole game, they were not winning that game. They were not breaking them down. De Bruyne was not getting through. Haaland was absolutely out of the game. If they set up like that against Arsenal, which they did last season, and the first game that we faced against them, they beat us, yeah? What is this manager's solution? We have not seen that.
But you got to bear in mind, we're more. Point Northside, and I heard what Kenny and Jess said, Andy, when I was watching them. We're more suited in a Premiership than we are anything else. So that's why I don't think playing Aston Villa, playing Tottenham, we're more suited to beat them. We are in the Champions League. These players have been there and done it. They know.
I think the thing is, what we've got to look at here is when we played Porto away, we looked a very negative, nervous team. Yeah, now, was that down to the fact of lack of experience of this team in Europe? Possibly, yes. But I also think the tactics that night were totally wrong. Okay, we were very slow, very negative in playing the football style we were playing. And we got caught. Right at the end, we got caught because we switched off. Momentarily, we switched off. We could have walked out there for 0-0, but we didn't. And we've now got, if we're serious, if we're going to take the Champions League serious, right, at the Emirates, we've got to play it in a totally different way. Yeah. And I would want, if sitting here talking to you guys, I would say, Arteta, just do what you're doing. It works, right? I'm not saying it's going to be the same thing against Porto. Champions League, European football is a totally different situation, right? But go out with the team you've got right now, if they're all available, and just do it. Because I honestly would say to you right here, sitting here, in all honesty, I think if you start the team with Jorginho, right, he's got more credibility in Europe than I would say with Havertz as it starts. I'd put Trossard in the middle. Now, I'm not sitting here berating Havertz because I tell you what, I actually was one person that said when we bought him, there's a player in there somewhere. Right? I did. Fact. That's a statement. And he is now starting to get his shooting boots on. And I'm glad. When you spend £65 million on a player, that's what I expect to see. He's more clinical with what his finishing is. He's not doing what he was doing before, getting in the box too early and the ball going behind him, too far in front of him. He's running onto the balls. He's running on. And that is helping us. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, look, he scored 2 goals in 2 games. I'm taking it all day long. I'm not saying he's our saviour. But all I'm saying,
he's doing a job. He's doing a job. Yeah, you're right. He's doing a job. You're right.
He is. Yes.
Yeah, people got to be fair to him.
But the one thing is, I will say here, yeah, is he the guy to play against Porto? I don't think so. I'd rather Jorginho in there, steadies the ship in midfield, because that's where we fell down against Porto. And if we go in the way we are playing right now, fast, impetuous, Porto will not like that. They don't play that style of football, right? And we can get in there and we can kill them. Get in there early, get 2 goals, they're dead. Right? We've got a great defence right now. Our defence is solid. Our 2 central defenders are linking very, very, very well. I'm not going to make analogies to some of the great central defenders we had in the past, but we're decent, man. Ben White overlapping down that right flank, yeah, causing trouble.
100%.
Right. The fact is, it's a cup game. You've got to go all out for it. We're 1-0 down. If we want to show intent in the Champions League, you just got to go for it. Right. And it's the same I said earlier, right, on a stream I did. Every game now is a cup final for Arsenal. Yeah, because we can't influence any other game. We can only influence that is all we can do. And all we can do is knock teams down week after week after week.
Yeah, 100%.
Away, man. When it comes to City away, we've got to go up there and push them and punch them about, beat them up, basically. Tottenham away. They're never going to want us to win the league again. Right, at their stadium. We've done it twice. They're not going to want it again. United, we won the league there once at their grounds. They're not going to like it. Yeah. So those are must win games. And all I'm saying is Arteta right now, yeah, I'll give you credence, I'll give you license because you're proving me wrong. And all the time you prove me wrong, fella, then I will support you. Because that's all I'm seeing. That's all I want. It's not personal, right? It's not personal against the man himself. I just don't like, at times, your style of football and the way you cock people up and the way you are arrogant in your style of football. But right now, fair play. Fair play.
Can I put a pressure to the panel? All right. Does Zinchenko deserve to come back in the team?
No. I can't even make a case for him to come in and start in the midfield because a lot of people probably rather him play there opposed to left back. Right, I think he comes back and holds bench, bro. Yeah, he comes back and he holds bench immediately because Kiwior is doing too cold on that left side. I think if we was to take Kyrgios out of the team now for Zinchenko, what does that do to Kyrgios' confidence? Because he's actually playing cold. You see what? You see his no look pass, but the Martinelli's goal. No, he's looking at Northside. You remember? You remember?
Yeah, Northside. You like that one, Northside.
Yeah,
Be honest, you like that pass.
Yeah, I know you like that one. That
like that
Samba
pass.
one
Be
there.
honest.
You liked it.
Northside, admit it. You like that pass.
Yeah,
Northside.
you liked
Admit
it.
You like that pass. You know you liked it.
Yeah, the pass was good. Yeah, the pass was good.
There we go. There we go.
There we
The
go.
pass was good. Bro, I've got no worries. I even said, bro, I even bigged up like Havertz. The way you took that goal, that was a good goal.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't rate a player, I can still say if they do something.
Broken. If the team is playing as we are, killing teams, you know, I said this, right? Yeah, I said it on Lee Gunner's show, right? All the time you get a team by the throat and then you put your boot on their throat, you kill them, right? So don't break what ain't broken. Don't bring in Zinchenko. No need. I don't like his style of playing. He's crap in defence. He leaves us too exposed on that left flank. Kivbar is doing a job. He's not ripping up trees, right? But he's solid. And that's what you need. If all the time, look, let's go back to the great day, right? The statement, yeah, Jules Graham made. He made his teams built on defence. And his statement was, if you ever read his book, all the time you got the best back four, you'll never win. You'll never lose. Right? And that's it. He said, we may win ugly, we may win dirty, but winning is winning. And that's it. Alex Ferguson was the same. He did the same, man. You know, and at the moment, we've got a great back four interlinking with a very, in my book, a very good midfield. They link up play is bang on. It's not maybe as good as when we had the likes of Vieira, etc., Patrick Vieira, I mean, and all that lot in the midfield. But it's not bad. It's bloody good, actually. Yeah, and I'm sitting here. Yeah, I'm not an Arteta in. Okay, fair play. You know me, right? But credit where credit's due. If the guy is doing what he's doing right now, and they get and win a Premier League, fair play. Yeah, and will we win in the Europe? If you want my honest opinion, right now, no. We haven't got the team. It's big enough and strong enough to win in the Champions League. If we get past Porto, if we get in with like Bayern Munich, who are great in Europe, or Real Madrid, then I think we're in serious grief because we haven't got the bench. That's fact. Fact.
It looks like Bayern Munich's on the way out, man.
Yeah, boy.
Maybe. Good. Hopefully. I'm loving it if they do. Fantastic.
Yeah, Lazio, Bayern looking good, man. They won. The Lazio holding them.
But you know what?
Listen, listen, as much as I like what we're doing at the moment, I just still feel like I question the mentality when it comes to now it's time to win the league. And that's just based off of history. That's just based off of last season, what I saw. And I'm still questioning how we break down a low block and a team that comes to rough us up like Porto. And if people think that you're only going to find a team like that in Europe, I disagree. I think Premier League teams, especially towards the end, let's keep it real. Aston Villa's got, you know, they're fighting for European football again, and they're fighting for their position. A lot of teams I don't think are going to open up towards the end of the season. Everybody's got their objectives, and I've not yet seen an answer from this manager as to how he's going to break down low blocks. And that is why I'm going to keep questioning it until I see.
Yes. No, listen. Newcastle tried that low block thing. Look what happened to them.
But it wasn't the same, Fuad. It wasn't the same. First of all, they weren't defending properly.
But Eddie Howe. One thing I noticed for Eddie Howe, right? When people understand Eddie Howe, every time he goes up against a big team, he plays the low block, and that's why when they come out a little bit, they get battered. That's why they always struggle against the likes of Man City, the likes of like Arsenal, to demolish them. All the top teams this season have demolished them. Man City, Liverpool, because when you play that low block and then you try coming out, sometimes you got to balance it. But if you try balancing against Arsenal, that one little balance there, you already know what time it is. Bam, 1-0. My Arsenal this season, bro. I think it's you know what, I swear down, it's Declan Rice to me. He just makes a massive difference. I think it's his presence and physicality. He just like bullies people off the ball, so you can play that little block because you just bully him off. And even Havertz, like it's their physicality, like it's because they're big boys, bro. So that's why last season, yeah, it was a thing. But going into this season, I think them two players will make a difference. I mean, you know, Havertz. I'm not saying he's the answer, but we can all agree on this. If he wants to turn up in a big game, he knows how to.
It's interesting that you say that, brother man. It's interesting that you say that, brother man, because Northside. Because I know if we lose to City, yeah, I'm gonna get that Instagram message and you're gonna cook, man, for the whole show. Yeah. So we gotta start a dialogue. We gotta start a little dialogue. Do you remember the last time I was on the show? What we was talking about? Oh, Havertz, he's not this clinical guy. Can't do it up top. Can't do it in the 9. But since then, he's got 3 goals and 3 assists. Have your opinion changed?
He's on 8 goals. He's on 8 goals in this season.
Yeah. He's got 11 GA across all competitions. Okay. He's in double digits. So for me, in your first season, you hitting double digit GA in all comps. That's the bare minimum. For me, he's already hit.
So now all of a sudden you're saying that Havertz is a clinical goal scorer.
Whoa. That's not what I said, brother man. I said the last time we spoke, yeah. Do you remember what we were speaking about? Because what I said came to fruition. What I said came to fruition. So I want to know, has your opinion changed yet?
No, how's my opinion going to change? The guy scored 7 goals in 26 appearances. How's that clinical? I told you, you're asking me, I told you that he's not a clinical goal scorer. Scoring a goal against Sheffield United, well, Nketiah scored a hat-trick against them. Does that make him clinical?
He scored 3 goals in his last 3 games.
Yeah, that still doesn't make you clinical.
Is that
overall, how many overall, bro, first of all, there was chances that Havertz missed. You're going to make me now turn this into a negative.
Everyone misses chances, bro. Everyone misses chances.
Yeah, everyone misses chances. But let's not go on like Havertz hasn't missed sitters this season. You're going to lie and say that he hasn't?
Everybody misses sitters, bro.
As many as him. When all you offer me is
bro, like literally.
You can the definition of
from the beginning of time. From the beginning of time.
7 goals in 26 appearances is not a clinical striker. Because by that metric, then Lacazette is a clinical striker.
No. I asked you, has your opinion changed? Because last time,
what is there for my opinion to change? How is he clinical?
So how many goals does he have to score for your opinion to change?
For me, a clinical goal scorer striker needs to be 20 goals or more.
20 goals or more.
Yeah.
So if he gets 20 goals, then
my opinion will change.
Okay. I will be there. I will be there.
That's cool. That's cool.
I believe. All right, cool.
No, because if we're gonna big him up for 7 goals, bro, like how many Odegaard got 15 goals last season? I still don't consider him a clinical goal scorer. He's a good goal scorer, but he's not clinical.
Bro, that's all fine, bro. I'm not coming here for no smoke, bro. I just wanted to know.
And the last thing I'll say about that, Gabi Jesus, what his best season at City and Arsenal is 14 goals in the league season. We still didn't consider that clinical. And a lot of people that segues very well into the Havertz conversation. And the question that I wanted to ask you guys. Some Arsenal fans are now saying, I don't know where these Philly staples are coming out with this crap. But anyway, I'll get you lot's opinion. We no longer need a striker because we got Kai Havertz and he scored against Sheffield United. Do any of you agree with that?
No.
No. We need a striker.
No.
We do. But personally, me, like my opinion is, if we're gonna go striker, then go out and get the best. You know, don't go out and get the best. Go and get Usman or someone who could play. Go out and get the best, bro. Go and pay that 130 million for him. That's what you got to go for. That's the next step. I know everyone's gassed up with this Ivan Toney. Listen, Ivan Toney was 2 years ago. Now you got to get a proven striker who's good in the Champions League and can do it in for Arsenal. And I think we got to look at that Nigerian brother. That's what.
No. Do you know who we need? I should have shouted him out last time, but I forgot. Yeah. Do you know who we need? Yeah. We need man like Gyökeres. That's who Arsenal need.
Oh yeah, he's bad, bro.
That is who Arsenal need. That's the guy. Yeah, you're screaming out for Northside, the clinical striker. Man,
how many times have you seen him play?
I'll be real. I'll be real. I've only watched him a few times. I'll be real.
So how do you know
I'll be
he's the
real.
guy that we need?
Look.
Yo, he was good at commentary. He was good at commentary.
Wait.
He was good at commentary.
Yeah. Wait.
I watched him
I
at Sporting the other day when they played Benfica.
Yeah.
He was alright, but he's definitely not worth the money they're gonna want for him. They're gonna want at least 100 mil.
Okay, let me ask you this: Do you think he could do a better job than anyone we currently have now that plays in the number 9?
That's not the level we're at. Is he good enough to score me enough goals to win me a major honor? That is the question. Not is it? Can he do better than what we've got?
Whoa.
Is he of the level to get us over the line? Is he gonna give me?
Yeah, he's levels, bro. He's levels.
Wait, but you're the Portuguese brother. You tell me.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, he ain't all that.
He ain't all that.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, getting Gyökeres, yeah, is going to be a risk, like when Darwin Núñez went to Liverpool. Yeah, at the end of the day, he looks great in Portugal, but a lot of these players, especially in recent times, have come over and not been as great. People remember Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, all these players, yeah. But Darwin Núñez, look how long, and he's still not a clinical goal scorer. And they created a abundance of chances.
He's not doing too bad.
Huh?
He's not. Núñez is not doing too bad this season.
Hooks, he was played, but he killed it at Coventry.
Yeah, he did.
Yo,
because he killed it at. Is that really the level? Come on, don't come in.
No.
Because he killed it at Coventry.
Listen. Listen. You got to bear in mind.
Bro, Mitrovic was doing it in the Championship, bro. Come to the Premier League and couldn't hack it. How long?
He was alright for Fulham, bro. No, but
it's the same analogy.
It's different, bro.
How is it different? We've seen strikers
playing for Arsenal.
We've seen strikers in the Championship, and then when they step up to the Premier League, a lot of them flop. Their numbers look great in the Championship.
But he's got playing for that
team. But playing for that team.
Come on,
because if Mitrovic came to Arsenal,
it's like Bennett. It's like Bennett when he was at Birmingham. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's not good enough." Then he went to Dortmund, look where he is. So he's giving the same outcome,
paid
bro.
100 mil, which is probably what Sporting Lisbon are going to want.
No, Sporting wants 50 million for him, bro. Where you getting 100 mil for, bro? What you
Portuguese team, bro. Do you watch the Portuguese league or do you just keep yapping? Portuguese teams don't sell, bro. They sell at a premium, bro. You're not
the best Portuguese league. Listen. The best Portuguese league in business is Benfica. I'll give you that. Benfica and Magic.
Bro, did Renato Sanchez went for a premium. Di Maria left for a premium. Bernardo Silva left for a premium. Ruben Diaz left for a premium. Darwin Núñez left for a premium. All these players
they're all Benfica.
Bruv, they sell high, bro. That's the only way that they make their bulk of their money, bro. You're not getting.
Fernandez went for Penny as well, innit?
He went, bro. He went for peas.
Yeah, he went for peas as well. Yeah,
you are not getting, bro. You think they're stupid?
But I don't. But come on. I don't do economy football in it. Like that's not what I'm here for. I don't care about economy football in it. Like I don't own. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not my bank. I don't care, man. Like I accept there's inflation. I accept that when Arsenal go in for a race for someone, they get charged a higher price. Like we're gonna pay money regardless. So, but like I'm not one of these guys. If you tell me, because obviously you watch the Portuguese league, if you tell me, hand on your heart, yeah, that Gyökeres, he won't bang at Arsenal the way he's banging at Sporting, cool.
Not the way that he's banging at Sporting, no, because
I can't argue.
The reason is, his stats, he's got 22 goals. He's got 22 appearances. 22 appearances, 18 goals. Yeah, so he's only now starting to hit 20 goals in the Portuguese league. You bring him to the Premier League, faster defenders, it's pacier, it's more aggressive, bro. He's probably going to get half of that. He's not the fastest guy, so he's good technically, but he's not super fast. Also, Sporting Lisbon absolutely smoked Benfica. He still didn't score as many chances as he should have. He got abundance of chances and didn't bury it, and that is against Benfica. Bro, the striker that we need, yeah? Someone, big up to you, Static, my guy, yeah? But you said, listen, Mitrovic scored over 10 goals last season. He did very well. I wanted him at Arsenal before he went to Saudi. Bro, scoring over 10 goals is not that great, bro. Jesus gets over 10 goals every season, and we still say that he's not good.
I don't get this argument, though. Like, you say, we get this. Like, I don't get this argument. Like, the argument is, like, you want a top boy striker, and, like, what makes everyone think that, I know he's done it for Brentford, but what makes you think he's going to handle the pressure of Arsenal, Ivan Toney?
Yeah, but the same thing I can ask you. How can a player at Sporting Lisbon that respectfully isn't the biggest club in Portugal, Benfica and Porto are, yeah, they're in the top three, but they're not the biggest. They're the weakest out of the top three. and in the 6th strongest league, how can that player then come all the way to the best league in the league in the world and handle the pressure?
Because he might suit our system, isn't he? He's young, isn't he? He might suit our system.
Yeah, but so can Ivan Toney.
No,
But
he
I
wouldn't.
tell you
Ivan
what, it's a
Toney
better
wouldn't,
risk.
bro.
When you look at our most recent signings, our better signings have been.
I'd rather pay 50 million. Wait a minute. I'd rather pay 50, 60 million for the kid in Sporting Lisbon than 80 million for Ivan Toney.
But you're not getting him for 60 though, Fuad.
But I'd rather go all out for Usman and go to Napoli and say, here's your money. And then, because you know the reason why I rather him, it's because the reason behind it is you've got to look what he's done. It's like he's a proven Champions League striker. You've seen that last week how we scored against Barcelona. And another thing was what he did at Napoli last season. He did an abundance. He took a team that haven't won the title for like 40 years, and he handled that pressure. That's the type of striker he can do it. He's done it. He's been there and done it. So I don't know what Arsenal fight. That's my opinion. Like I think if anyone is Ushan, the guy from Napoli, he's ideal for Arsenal because then when you're playing in the Champions League, all right, defenders are going to look at him and think, oh no, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Rice, and now they got this guy. That's what you've got to put feeling to play teams. You're not going to get feared by playing any of these things. So me personally, Arsenal should really go all out for the top striker, and that's what they should do, really. No, because this guy is man. You got to go.
No, I'm not saying that. We're having no, but you guys were talking to me about Gyökeres, and I'm telling you, first of all, your valuation is off because they're not going to sell at 60 mil, especially a Premier League team. They know that we've got the money. They're going to at least want £100 million. And for that money, there's better options. Even our latest recruitments, when we've bought in the Premier League, we've bought well and they've done well. Trossard, Jesus, Zinchenko, we bought from the Premier League. A lot of the players that we bought from abroad haven't been that great. Fabi Vieira, Lokonga, Nuntavaj. You know what I mean? Marquinhos, Trusty, Runnison. A lot of the signings that we've got from abroad ain't actually been that great. Declan Rice, he's from the Premier League. And this is what I'm saying. Most of our better recruitment has actually been within the Premier League. So listen, I want to ask Jess quickly.
Gabriel, look, listen, Gabriel and Partey, they never come from what they both. No, Gabriel and Saliba, they both come from the French league.
Yeah, but I've just named you 7 that didn't and that weren't that great.
They come from Atletico Madrid. He's our best player.
When we could have went for Madison, we went for Fabi Vieira. What was the better option there?
Yeah, Fabio Vieira's been injured, so you gotta wait and see it, bro. The numbers
come on about his been injured, man. Don't come about his.
Listen, I raise Fabio Vieira, bro. I think he's gonna be a bad boy player, bro. It's just you got an issue with him, bro. I think he's class, bro. I think he's gonna be bad. When watch next season, then he'll be like, Fabio Vieira's a good player, bro. I'm telling you.
Listen, Jez, what striker would you prefer, Jez? Gyökeres, the striker from Sporting Lisbon, or would you go for Ivan Toney? I would say both of them will probably go for around the same about price. I think hitting £100 million.
Personally, my personal view is this, right? You just made the comment. We bought players in from abroad for inflated prices and does not cut the mustard, right? I don't know anything about the guy that you're talking about. Guy, what's his name?
Gyökeres.
I don't know. I don't know him. I'm not going to sit here and be one of these people that says that I watch every bloody European game out there. I don't. I go and consult a certain young man, Steve Mackler, and he watches all the games. He watches every bloody European game in the world. And if I want an opinion on somebody, I'll say, what do you think, mate? And he's pretty level-headed and he knows what he's talking about. I personally, right, would rather buy a proven Premier League player. Because we know that certain players come in. Arsenal have done it over the history. They've bought players in, right, for stupid, silly money, and they've never kicked on. And we ended them throwing them out the door for no money. I'd rather, in the summer, go in for somebody like Ivan Toney. Right now, he's not playing great football. I think, personally, he's just had enough at Brentford. even though they supported him for what his wrongdoings were, right? He's just looking for an out. The only thing is he worth £100 million? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd say probably what, 70 mil, personally. If Arsenal, being the cheapskates we are, offer round 50, we ain't going to get him. Tottenham will come in, Chelsea will come in, because they both need a proper striker, and we could miss out. The thing is with Arsenal is that we do need a proper out-and-out killer striker. We need the fox in the box. Havertz is not the man, in my book. I'd like to see him become it. I won't lie to you, but will it happen? I don't think so. I think he'd be good in his role where he is, but I'd rather we went out and actually bought a proper out-and-out killing striker. Ivan Toney, proven. Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
He's
Talking my language. You're talking my language now.
That's a good call, bro. That's a bad one. Yeah, Ollie Watkins is the one. If you want anyone in the Premier League, then that's a wicked. That's how it is.
He's a gooner as well. He's a gooner as well. Hey,
yeah.
I heard he's a top gooner Northside. I heard he's a top gooner, man. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in, man. Let's bring him in.
Yeah,
That's a wicked shout, you know, Jess. I agree with Jess, bro. Ollie Watkins is the one.
Yeah, I'd go for Ollie Watkins. I'll tell you right now, right, sitting here, yeah, if I lived in Utopia, yeah, in the summer, and we went in for Tony and Ollie Watkins, mate, wow, we're levels. We are then levels, right?
Jess, what about Isak? What about Isak and Ollie Watkins?
Oh, well, that'd be a shout. That'd be a shout.
That's a shout at him. Isak and Watkins, I love that.
All day, all day.
All day.
Valuations on those players. If we're serious, look, I'll make this statement right now. Yeah, if we don't get it over the line in the Champions League and the Premier League, it sets down a timestamp that says, "Okay, we've given it a go, boys." Right? Arsenal now have got to step it up a level. Don't piss arse around, Edu and that lot. Yeah. You've got to make a statement, right? We got close last year, cocked it up. We fell away. We're on the chase right now. We're giving it, right? If we don't do it, I'll be heartbroken again, right? And I've seen this way too many times in my life. At the end of the day, if that happens, then they've got to go out and be serious and say, right, okay, we'll go out. Let's see what we can get. Can we get Ollie Watkins? Could we get Isaac, or could we get Ivan Toney? Yeah, but yeah, we need to strengthen also with another player at the back. Yes, to cover injury there, because I like Kivwa. I think he's developing brilliantly. Yeah, we got Timber's going to come back in next season, right? So we're looking good there, man. Looking good. We got a very decent midfield, in my opinion, right now. Yeah, but I'd like another CDM. But Fout, I want to see us go in, right? Ollie Watkins, Tony, Isak, mate. If we could get them three players, wow, we're now punching on a different heavyweight. It's fact. Because at the end of the day, we are then going to really put one up Man City and say, we're coming after you.
Wait, can I just say something? Yeah, big up Footy Judge Mo. Yeah, it's because he knows. Yeah, I am the balance. I bring the balance to Northside, didn't it? Every time I've been on the stream, it's because there's been a big smoke, and he can't come out with the
big up, Judge Mo.
You know them one there. Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? Yeah. When Northside was giving his analysis, yeah, of the game, yeah, the things he was happy that he saw, yeah, man felt the happiness inside, in it. Cause you see me, all I want is my fellow gooners, yeah, to be happy in it. You know, I've seen too many times, man, have just been angry all over YouTube. Yeah, we need to unite. We need to come together, yeah, and we need to enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? Let's enjoy the moment, man.
No, I want to enjoy lifting the trophy. I don't care about the moment. I just care about lifting the trophy.
Big up, bro.
You're doing too much now. You're doing too much now. I've got to cut this now because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. See, this is the thing, yeah. We can't be happy about one win, yeah. All of a sudden, you're doing too much. Listen,
one
energy, bro. If we bottle the league, bro, I still want this manager sacked. Don't get it twisted.
Bro,
I'm just giving him his props, yeah. Don't not get it twisted. If this manager does not get me over the line, yeah, I want him gone, bro.
No,
don't get it twisted. I prefer me, and I'm sure Jez as well. We prefer, yeah, to be like this. We prefer to see our team blitz teams. We prefer to see our team winning games. We prefer to see the manager getting his tactics right, getting the substitutions right. We prefer. But at the end of the day, yeah, this doesn't change anything for me. Yeah, this doesn't change anything.
No, it does, bro.
You better win the league. I'm telling you right now. You better win the league.
Nah, man.
Listen. Listen. You're always having a breakdown. First thing, big up Mo Habibi. But listen, big up Judge Mo. But listen, Northside, you gotta understand.
Big up Judge Mo, man. Big up to my guy, man.
Big up Judge Mo. But you gotta understand something, Northside. You know your problem is because you're like.
Yeah, it's called a live stream. You've got to talk. It's called a live stream. You've got to talk. The thing is with you go hiding. If we lose, this is why you don't run your channel. Now, I get the game, innit? You don't run your channel, yeah, so that you can't be held to the fire. You're like, I do my channel just for fun, yeah? So when things go sideways, you go running.
Northside, listen, I don't go running, I don't go hiding, but Northside, you sometimes has a heart attack for no reason, bro. You're like yesterday, you woke yourself up for no reason.
I was quite chilled actually yesterday.
The thing is,
Northside.
The thing is, you know, you and I, Northside, we've had some fantastic debates over the last
100%.
3 years. But
Northside, I've had 3 years. Beautiful debate.
Yeah.
It seems like I've been babysitting Northside for 3 years. I'm going to start charging you rent me.
the fact remains.
You look like you need to be babysit, bro. What are you doing with your son's hat, bro? You know what I mean? Give him back his hat, man. What are you doing? And bring him back his top as well, man. It's looking too tight. You know what I mean? You know you're the size up.
I go wings these days. I go wings.
Northside made a great comment just a little while back. It's great to be able to all of us sitting here, happy, laughing, joking, positive, loving every minute of this. I am loving every minute of this right now. Yeah? But there is a but, right? If he doesn't win this title, right, or he doesn't win the Champions League, he has to go. Fact. Because at the end of the day, if you've gone all this time, be 5 years come Christmas, and you ain't won jack shit, and let's not talk about the FA Cup and the 2 charity shields, community shields, whatever you're going to call them. If you can't get it over the line, he's given it his best, and I respect him for that. I will give him ultimate respect and say, well, fair play, fella. You've done your best, but you ain't the levels to get it over the line.
In every scenario. All right, let me pose a scenario, yeah? What about if we win every game from now until the end of the season in the Prem, but miss out because it's mathematically impossible for us to win it if Liverpool win all their games?
That doesn't take away accountability.
And he gets us to the final of the Champions League and we lose on penalties. Would you still want him sacked?
Yes, because at the end of the day, the whole point that he's been given all this money and time is to win the league, bro. It's not about causing scenarios that's but maybe he'll come good next time, bro. Eventually, the reality of this is, yeah, you're in the league, you're in competitions to win it. He's been in it for long enough. He's been back long enough. It's now time to give us a result.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. Last night, an Arsenal icon, legend player, right, on Sky Sports said, I'm loving what's happening, but if at the end of the season we're not holding that trophy, it means nothing.
Facts.
Thierry Henry, one of the greatest footballers I've ever seen in my life at Arsenal Football Club. And I've been watching this lot for a long time. And if that man turns round and says, it's great, I'm loving it, but if you don't hold the trophy at the end of the season, it means nothing. Facts.
It is a fact.
Can
It's
I-
an absolute
can I
fact.
say
Because
something, Northside?
every time our rivals finish second, we don't care about scenarios. We don't care about how they lost. All we say is even, and I'm not defending Tottenham, yeah, but we always hold the
Northside,
standard.
listen.
No, hold on, for because I actually got to wrap up. I got another live that I got to do. We never talk to them about, oh yeah, but Poch didn't get given money, or maybe he needed more time. We always say, what did he win? That's what we say to our rivals. We don't care about context. We don't care about nothing. Yeah, we judge them on what you win. So I don't know why we don't keep the same energy with our club.
I can agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to wrap up.
That's a good point.
Can I say something, Northside?
I got to go on Dan Potts, bro. I'm already late.
You can pot off. Listen. Listen. Can I say something before we wrap up? I want to retract the statement. I said if Arteta don't win the league, I want him gone. I retract that statement. If Arteta don't win the league, I want him to sign another 3-year contract. That's my new statement.
Right, cool. It's
There's
calm.
a stupid comment there. I mean, this is what winds me up with people, right? In the chat there. It means nothing for you, for Henri, but not for me. I have lower standards. Don't you want the club to win, man? Do you not want the club to win? Because I don't hold people to near impossible standards. That is such the weakest statement out there. Because at the end of the day, the reason you support your football club is to bleeding well win. Are you just a get along gang and want to be nice and friendly? No, right? You win, man. Seriously. And it's people like you, fella, in the chat that are the arse wipes of this football club. Sorry.
Listen. Big up to the super chat. Gotta get through the super chat quickly, and then we're gonna wrap up because I'm late. Gun down. Big up to you for the super chat. The one thing this Arsenal team now has is scar tissue that should fuel them to not screw up again. But only time will tell. Listen, that's facts. Only time will tell. So listen, it is what it is. Big up for the super chat. Big up to Halftime Hooks for jumping on. Big up to you, Fuad, for always being your delusional self. Big up to Jez for jumping on. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone. Big up to the panel. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. All the boys' links are down in the description. We are now going to redirect to Lee Reacts. He's watching the football. I think he's watching the Bayern game. So we're going to redirect to Lee. So stay on the stream. And without further ado, we're out, familia. Love.